So, obviously there's multiple good Doom targets. You can throw it on the puck, you can throw it on the TA. A defensive save from the to the swap is obviously going to be a thing, but you're still getting rid of a hero from the fight. And that's what matters the most. EHOME, they showed in the last game that they can really abuse how good Doom is during these engagements. So I'm kind of expecting more of the same. On the flip side, Vici Gaming Reborn, they ran the Draw strat in game 1. They had a lot of success with it. They won the game in under 30 minutes. We'll see if they can happen to do that again here in game number 3.
EHOME. Full towers this game.
Team with the most kills, I would actually say EHOME.
Most runes. We've got a TA. I think I should go for Vici Reborn on that one. Total number of teleports, calcified stun. Oh, that's a good one. By 25 minutes? Oh, that is. That's a very particular one as well.
I would say like 1.
I'd say, yeah, I'm gonna go with 2, but I think you're right. It's okay. So that's a tricky one to call. Tricky one to call.
Because does a Doom count as a stun? Because you still get your TP interrupted if you get doomed. If you get glimpsed, does that count? Like, I don't know. It's very wording.
Count, yeah. Well, it's foul. They like to be cryptic. Yeah. First attempt on a kill. Moving on top chicken. Old Lana was like, sorry mate, I'm out.
30 seconds.
Look yourself your own grave. First blood, the BGR. Very nicely done as well. And, any time with this kind of lineup, you're looking for action. With that position aura, it adds up. The extra bit of damage can allow you to get the beat down. And, nice play from BGR. Great way for them to start the game and just kind of kick off the momentum that they're going to be looking to run with this draft that brought into the game.
The TA matchup with Aurora up against the Timber should be pretty easy, I think, for Mikasa. It's a lineup that can snowball way harder than the previous iteration of their draw strat because they actually have a hero who can kill Roshan. Like the TA with Draw Aura just destroys Rosh. There's nothing that's going to be able to stop them. It's a very low risk. They also have an IO. I'm assuming there's going to be some stacking going on, and we got a dual off lane here starting off from BGR.
Yeah, FY Yang, IO Puck.
I like it though.
Yeah, the Timber Disruptor. And the mid lane obviously DK. He's going to be up against Mikasa's TA. And Old Man roaming around the side jungle. And we'll see him pop into the lane. And Old Levin getting himself ready for that start off in the jungle here on the Axe.
Well, it's going to be up to BGR to kind of dominate the laning phase here. You don't pick multiple range heroes. I mean, they actually don't have a single melee. It's 5 range plus Vengeance Hero.
Absolutely, just taking full advantage of that position aura.
Ice is gonna completely suffer down here. Even as a Timber, he's gonna need level 3 or 5 because he wants the 2 or 3 points to react armor can really stay in the lane. But to the point, Puck hits extremely hard. It's gonna be a little bit rough here for EHOME early on.
How's the mid lane gonna look?
I do think that Mikasa should still be fine. I don't know if Chicken necessarily dies or anything like that because it's there's no disable. And I think that the likelihood of rotation coming in from BGR is pretty low. So I think that it's most likely that, Mikasa and Old Chicken are just going to trade CS. But Sideblade Harass, pretty strong here from Mikasa. He's hitting a lot of them.
Yeah, Old Chicken's got to be careful. And already slight lead indeed for Mikasa on his TA. Quickly fire. We'll close the gap. Old Land doing his best to be sneaky and grab those levels from tree line. Let's be a little bit careful. Oh, that's bottom lane. Yang. Focused down by the Disruptor. But he's fine. Benry just trying to do his best to create some space for Ice on this bottom lane. How's the Axe doing? On 11. Just about to hit onto level 3 indeed, yeah. He'll grab himself a rune as well. Bounty rune, that'll be well received. Gets him up to level 3. And he'll continue his pretty fast jungling pattern. At least at this stage of the game, it's been all good for the Axe in the jungle. And you look at BGR's lineup, unlikely that they're going to be doing anything in terms of disrupting the Axe's jungle progression at this stage.
Yeah, I do think that maybe not addressing Ult 11 directly puts a little more pressure on BGR to just beat the lanes that much harder. But truthfully, Old Chicken isn't doing too bad. There's only a 1 CS difference right now, or like 1 or 2 between Mikasa and him in the middle lane, which is fine. The Timber is still fine a decent amount of CS because he can tank almost an infinite amount of creeps under the tower. Like reactive armor is just going to keep him at full health the whole time. So maybe EHOME are getting enough from this early game.
Yeah. Moving forward again with the orb. Might look for a bit of a kill on to Fenrir. He's got 1 point in the waning rift though, so not enough nuke damage. Still, they're just bullying this bottom lane. The Puck IO combination, not something we see every day, but at the moment, Doing its best to slow down the farm of Ice.
Why? Super low here. Oh, goes down.
Damn.
Alrighty.
Some Ice and Fenrit find themselves the takedown combo. And Yang, he's left alone for the moment being. First bit of action there for the side. As they come back after losing out to the first blood from that early rotation from Vici before the bell was called at the start of the game.
I think that it's a bit troubling for VGR to lose a hero in the lane at this early stage. Like, the puck lane with the IO is not really supposed to die. You just want to really heavily pressure, but I guess when Vici, you know, he's not had to support soak any EXP. We saw Old 11 sitting inside of the jungle just doing his own thing. Him getting the earlier points into reactive and being able to just shrug off the harass means that this dual aggressive lane coming out from VGR has suddenly become very ineffective. So, you know, hopefully they can manage to regain their footing here. Old Lana taking some damage. Gonna TP out.
Oh, it's close.
Yeah, he's alright.
He's good. Not quite close enough there. Won't be able to finish him off. And we're making the pulls, controlling the lane here for Ice. He's taking a bit more harassment, but yeah, he's kind of now at that safety point, isn't he? 3 levels in reactive, couple in the chain. It's going to be very hard for these two to kill him.
There's pretty much no way they can even force him out of the lane anymore. It's just going to be like, okay, you attack me, doesn't matter. I regen all the health in like 2 or 3 seconds, more or less.
And this mid lane, Old Chicken keeping up with Mikasa, slightly behind, but by no means shut down. He's still getting a bit from this lane, this DK, and a fair bit of that.
I mean, it's actually closer than I think it should be. Although, maybe I'm underestimating Breathe Fire a bit. The 35% damage reduction in this lane can be a huge difference. It more than offsets the aura from the Drow, so maybe that's what's kind of tipping the scales in his favor. But End is very close to level 6, so as soon as that happens, Marksman comes out. The aura is going to be buffed significantly. That should be enough to make sure that Mikasa is hitting a tremendous amount of CS, because between Refraction and the Precision Aura, you have a huge amount of damage. Like, he almost hits for 200 at like 5 minutes into the game. That's just insane.
Oh,
that's why.
Was looking for the tether over. He's trying to make it quiet the cliff, but it looks like it is that way. Might be stuck out here. Yes, FY! Oh no! A tether too short for the man. FY's down. Well, can he set up anything more actually? Moves in, gets the call off onto Mikasa.
They can.
Follow through. But
he kind of needs a point into Battle Hunter if he wants to kill the TA.
Yeah, for the chasing. Yeah, actually, yeah. Just to get for those refraction challenges. That's true.
Denied.
Oh, Chicken gives himself a kill. Mikasa still just trying to play around. Axe picks up a DD and Axe. Oh, he's actually got the chop chop. He needs another spin before he can get the chop chop. That's why he did the hill.
No spins. Man, that is really unlucky.
What an unlucky man. Meanwhile, Old Lana, check out DDC. He has the ball of doom. He'll give it.
Very well there.
Now Ice as well. He's looking for more. Great CP rotation. Can they stop him? Doesn't look like they can. He's moving in, and he kind of back up for Rend. How deep does Ice want to go? He has 3 in the reactive. Nice silence, and that's enough to spook him. Salving up, they're looking to turn on to Ice. They haven't got quite enough control. Ice is going to be fine at the same time with lower down Mikasa. Things are moving on to Fenrir, but Dragon's Sail. They have a fall as well, getting to position. Mikasa got a bit too aggressive, and they'll bring him down.
I think they're just going to dive this.
They're ready to rock and roll. And they've got an Axe and a Timber ready to frontline. The glimpse back and ripped away from his teammate. They'll zip across, take him down. Double kill for 11 for more. They're not done. Old 11 and Ice. The big boys moving in. But there's the reaction. Dream Call will get his own call off. Can he get another touch? Oh! Ice. Still doing his best to find the kills, but it's not going to be enough. They play around it, and Axe's bravado will be punished.
And they are just going in right now. And Axe doing this much work in the early game without the use of a blink. Like, it's 7 minutes in! Old 11's just running at them. And the funny part is, VGR don't really have a counterplay because there's no swap and no relocate. Like, this Venge is level 2! DDC is level 2 at 8 minutes into the game.
Oh dear.
Alright, things are looking pretty up here at EHOME in the early game.
Oh, they're going to make it go on to Ice. Have they got enough control? Actually, yeah. A bit of damage here. Oh, zips across. Yang's actually thinking about moving forward. Needs to be
He's gonna
careful.
get a glimpse, maybe.
Yeah, let's see if they do it. They will indeed, bringing him back. Chakran's to follow through, and Yang, okay, to the back of the best one. Jumping in, Yang still playing around. Wants to get the outside touch. Can he do it? Yes, he can. Phase shift dodge. Yang's going to survive. What a play there from the puck. Going in. Chop, chop, chop. Oh, the creep block. Oh, he's stuck in the trees. Oh, the 11 takes him down as well.
Oh, there. Yang, what a player.
8.5k. 8.5k.
That was so good,
Radiant's top
actually.
tower is under attack.
You know, if it had been the Radiant creep wave, that would have been a completely great. Yeah, very nicely done there from the side of EHR, but still back in.
Miss. Not good, anything. That's free. VR the kills there. Yeah, just took an tail for himself. 6-6 on the board. We see now we're 3-9 amount of but it's not a big difference. But a very, very close state of the game. But Vici are starting to get a little bit of that momentum that they need to find with the Drow lineup. And certainly a bit of a similar flow to what they were able to get in Game 1 with the Drow lineup to secure themselves a win against EHOME.
Well, it wasn't like the greatest start for VTR in that game either, to be fair. It was really rocky. And then, you know, they get one good Roshan fight, and all of a sudden it's like, oh, we have Drow. We just win the game. So we'll see if they have a similar complexion in this third match in the best of 5 series here. But I'm kind of feeling like EHOME have more to say in this game. You know, they have a Blink Dagger timing that's going to be coming up on Old 11. He's only about 8 away. He's been very active in the early game, involved in half the team's kills. Most of the time, you don't see a lot of rotation until the Blink Dagger is actually available. But Old 11 not wanting to sit on his laurels for too long. And I really like this build from Adam as well. He went for the Casual Buckler. He ate an Ogre as well, so he's got the Ice Armor. It's going to help a ton against the lineup of VTR, who is, once again, almost entirely comprised of physical DPS.
That's live.
Let's see what goes on here in the mid lane. EHO.
Relocate bottom.
Hello, side. They've caught him out, they've brought him down. VTR. As you said, with the relocates that are necessary to find these kills onto the hero then. Otherwise, it's in a lot of trouble, but it's a good glimpse, so it's going to catch Mikasa back out post relocate. He's any way to play around. He's going to try and go for a Fenrir to kill, but old Lennon says, no, don't hit Fenrir, hit me. Oh, Mikasa tries for it with a final meld hit. Is he going to make it? And they will find the kill in return after losing Ice from that bottom lane, EHOME.
Dire's top tower is under
A little
attack.
bit of a missed dunk there from Mulligan, but in the end, they still get the kill, so it's really all that matters. And with that, you know, Blink Dagger is coming out extremely soon. As of right now.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
I think this is going to be the point in the game where VTR have to really be playing well. Like, they have to outmaneuver. They really need DDC to get 6. They've been prioritizing him ever since, you know, we talked about him only being level 2. Since that point, he's managed to recover to level 5.5. Once he gets 6, they're going to have that defensive swap. They're going to have the relocate on FY. And then they can actually go for counterplays. Because before that point, you know, if the Blink Dagger somehow manages to come out before DDD 6, the game is, like, so hard. Because then you have to worry about Blink initiation into, like, Static Storm and whatnot, or a Doom, perhaps, and then you more or less just lose the fight at that point. But I'm looking at this right now. Double Blinks coming out, one for the TA, one for the Axe. Everything available that you need is up for both teams. Like, they have all their core items.
They really do. Both teams are in position to bomb. It's just going to be a question of who looks to take first. And Old Chicken just a few hundred away from finishing off the arm. They'll want to get that done before they go for a full-out push. Full-out look to fight next time round. Casa. And this rune in the bottle, as you said. The Blink Dagger out for her as well.
Now the puck has his as well, so.
Yeah, double Blink now done.
I think, as they say, stuff is about to go down. Not actually buying his... Oh, never mind. FY already has a smoke. Okay. I was gonna say, they didn't buy a smoke as soon as the Blinks came out. So one of the supports already has one in their inventory. Should be go time for VGR and EHOME alike.
Let's see what EHOME can find. Old Lanham, it's gonna be one to lead the way. Oh, shoot. VGR coming in, smoke across smoke, Yang, where's the only, but oh no, he's got it all! Immediate reaction out of the side of T16 finding the swap and really getting it out. Vici keeps another life, the puck still falls. Who's got down on the Cass any home? Focusing towards the TA. There's a buyback from the Axe. He's going to try and get himself back into the fight. Ice cutting for well. Timber chain across. They found themselves in a second kill. FY and the board. He needs to get themselves out of there. Terribly across. He will keep himself alive. Will they be able to catch anything else down here? It doesn't look like he can close that gap. But they find themselves the 2 kills. And as we saw, they just puck a little bit slow to react as the smoke dispelled, and EHOME absolutely there, you know, lightning reactions with the static storm and the Berserker's call blink in to make sure nothing happens. They did use the Axe buyback, overall coming out with a favorable trade.
The buyback was so fast, like Old 11 almost bought back immediately when he died. I know that Roshan is always going to be something that Vici are looking to, and maybe that's why he felt like he had to buy back. Because otherwise, if the fight manages to go Vici's way, then he just lose Roche for sure.
Jump in, Dreamcock's going to be done to Ice, Nice the poor chicken, so he can't really help out. Ice tries to tether away with the Timber Chain, but the snapback on the core is going to take him. And Ice, you know, for a Timber game, he has died a few times here, 14 minutes in, and they're going to use that open. It's going to head straight into the Roshan pit. And as we saw there before, EHOME was desperate to try and stop this from happening. The question is, can they do it without a Timber Saw in the game for 15 seconds? And look at the speed that VG are taking it. I think the answer is no, Andy.
Yeah, this is Vici's like strongest suit is the fact that they can so fast. Very risk. So Mikasa gets his hand on the Aegis there. Templar Assassin with the 2 loss. EHOME have to back. Can no longer fight this.
Yeah, I'll link it away. They've got to be careful. They've got to be scared. Mikasa leading the way. And Fragile Charge will be taken out by the Hunger. Static Storm. Catch the man. Catch the man with the Aegis though. Angst swapped out by DDC, they'll move it. We're going to take at least once, and they will. Right? Just now. Pop. They actually find themselves anything out of this one. Hold that. And trying to chase forward for the winning result. Ice starts in trouble. Cassie jumps across. The right clicks fly in. Take down the Timber Saw. Again, EHOME, they're losing the fight pretty heavily here. Can they give themselves anything more? Yeah, Magic Missile onto Defenra, he'll slip back to the bench, but that doesn't matter. Cassa's going to be the one to finish off the job. Triple kill on the TA. And EHOME, they lose a fight, they lose Roshan, and then they go on to lose another fight. This is now the momentum that VGR were hoping for. And EHOME, they're getting to a point where they've got to do something to stop it, because VGR are starting to rush game.
I mean, it's just so crazy now with the multiple blinks, the reload hits, the swaps. There's just no way EHOME can really avoid the engagement if they're running at them. They just had to be able to get out faster. Like, they even spot out Old 11, they want to go on this. I mean, clearly, Old 11 is a little bit too far away at the moment. But they're completely thwarting EHOME's item progression. They're not doing anything out on the map. VGR are the ones who are pressuring. They rush and they go, and they're just go more.
Oh, it's too bad. The silence here comes back. Trying to focus on what's in the backup is there for EHOME, but is it going to be enough? Oh, gee. No, sets down. I don't do anything to... They are just bringing out the plays, as you said. Jumping and looking for every opportunity to find kills, and EHOME are just getting caught off guard each and every time, even when the whole team's there to potentially back them up.
There's so much momentum going right now for VGR. They just have a very good understanding of how their team lineup functions. You know, we talked about in the first match, the Juro, and the Chinese seem to love this zone. It's showing right now and how powerful it can actually be. Like right now, End is working his way towards Kitty. He's almost got it on top of the Yasha and the Dragon Lance. Oh, and it's 16 minutes into the game, and the guy has this much farm.
Oh, relocate to root. Old Manum. Oh, they are trying for this with just a poke and a denial. I say that. There comes the Casca for the finishing blow.
Even with like the casual buckler and the ice armor, he still just cannot stand to the damage. I don't really know what they're supposed to do at this point. They're relying so heavily on like a really big axe call from Old 11. Like he finishes the blade mail, for example, gets the call. But even if that happens, you still have relocate, you still have swap. Like there are ways that Vici can play around this. And they just, they're going for all the towers now.
Old 11, oh, Dreamy Gold got down. Old 11, Scott didn't even get the chance to cast Berserker's Call.
Yep.
Vici Reborn. They are stepping it up to the max here in this round. finals against EHOME.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
And I think from what we've seen so far in this series, the other team, whoever ends up dropping this game, the other teams from the other regions in the wildcards, they're going to be scared. Because this China region really is, they're just pulling out the big clutch starts to get into nice swap. He keeps Yang and F1 with the heals on the IO, and they just can't find the kills. In fact, Yang takes them down 2 of them already. They're jumping for more land, trying to find something. They just hide him out. FY keeps him alive. Dumping back with the gun. They're just going to try and take it down. Oh, Landon's trying to move in, but the damage reduction for the O is too much. He can't do it. Vici Reborn. No.
This is a murder now. It's just getting way too
It just doesn't stop.
The gold and experience lead, like the gold is in excess of 12,000 right now at 18 minutes, and the experience is making its way towards 10K. This is just unmitigated disaster for EHOME. They had a couple of nice early engagements, and I have to give credit to End. He had this really clutch gust in the enemy woods where he hit 3 people by where the tier 1 in the bottom lane used to be, and it stopped Landon from being able to get off his doom. I'd say that gust kind of put them in this position where they had already taken Roshan. We saw how effective they can snowball the momentum off the Roshan in the first game, and they just never take their foot off the gas.
Let's just look at the individual net worth. You got an IO, FY, has a mech done.
He's got more net worth than the Timbersaw safe lane. Like, what?
FY.
They have to ban Dro, right? Like, they can't let the 0-3 again.
It really seems like Drow's just insta-win in the Chinese region. The team's just so good with using it. And now Drow, 19 minutes in, BKB Yasha Dragonlance. You've got the Desolator and Blink finished on Mikasa. They're just going to go for the finishing blow. EHOME needs to win this fight, otherwise they might well tap out.
Yeah, this is a little bit much. They're going to go to the high ground here.
We know the setup and usually good. Oh my god. That whole chicken star's going to be able to do anything himself, and he's gone. 2 out. Just like that. It's quick, it's painless.
Oh, Jesus. So you're playing in the Chinese qualifiers, and you don't ban now because you can counter it.
Seems to be the play.
And then VGR pick Dro, and then you lose.
Hold 11, here comes Mikasa, open wide. Oh man.
I wouldn't even say that EHOME's plan was necessarily bad. It's just that these lineups that Vici run with the hero make it so that if you get like 1 Roche and you have 1 good team fight, you just win the game. Like,
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
This lineup is ridiculous. I really like the touch of the TA as well. Like, we noted that Storm is still in the pool, and I think that he could have been a way worse pick. Like, after seeing what the TA played out, just allowing them to get such a safe and secure Roshan, and they're just diving.
Yeah, here we go. Dream Flow to Mikasa kills 1 now. The second camera is out. That is normal there, but he doesn't care. Silence on for one side, forcing him back. Now looks toward old chicken. They'll be able to keep themselves alive. The rest of the team is a different story. Axe is now back in. The PGR. They down the tower. Got up the rack. Oh, when they go outside, he's got to be so careful at the same time. DK will jump in. Hold 11. The money comes to the ground, but it doesn't matter. Melted it from the cancer. He may move in for even more. He's contemplating it. Build up for the objectives though, potentially. Now they're actually going to back out. Okay, play it safe. They did lose the Drow. And that is a fair bit of damage output, obviously taken away from the side with the Drow gone. But still, I mean, not by no means a bad fight for the side. Yeah, it's not accounting the other kills there. Good old fight recap.
I mean, getting End killed there was probably the best thing that could have happened. Because he's the one who pretty much enables the push. Even if it's like TA and everyone else on the side of Vici, they lose a huge chunk of damage as soon as that Dro dies, just because of the marksmanship and the precision aura combinations. So, slowing the push enough to force Vici to twice about sticking around, and they'll have to wait for him to respawn. Roshan gonna see the timer in about a little less than a minute. And I think that EHOME, if they give away this Aegis, it's gonna be a slow siege. Well, truthfully, it won't be that slow of a siege, just because of how much damage they do. But, I don't know, man, like, just look at the net worths. It's insane. Like, the DK has 7,500. The Wisp has 7,200. Like, come on.
That's just dumb.
FY has a mech, Arcanes, earn full on bottle 22 minutes in. And guy was in a offling as I.
Yeah, here we go. Time to party again. Dream call on two gunners follows through as well, and here we have some damage. Chicken will get a stun onto Mikasa. It's not even going to delay the inevitable. The swap back slide down. Nice, got his blood stun.
I mean, the DK has buyback, but I'm not entirely sure how much that's going to matter. I think he's also going Blade now. He decided to pick up a chainmail, or maybe he just wants to go ADC. I'm not even sure if there's one item that's going to really matter that much on the side of the EHOME.
There's a buyback hit.
Oh, there's a Blade mail on the axe.
They may need to help this Drow. Okay, here we have it. Magic missed off.
Oh, the relocate. Perfect.
Safe. Yang does get chopped down though. They've lost the puck. VGR. Oh, don't want to worry about it yet. Buyback on the puck. Trying to get him into the fight here. He's on his way down the mid lane. They really want to just... I mean, that buyback, I guess they want to just finish it. Or at least get Roche. Roche is nearly back up.
Yeah, it's a short respawn. That's a really good thing for Vici.
Dream call back up in 10. So, if they can kill some of these heroes, I mean, obviously who these but it's just the DK, yeah, it's just the DK. You kill the DK, get here, and, you know, obviously already in a very good position, VGR, but you're in an even more disgustingly far ahead position if you can kill that Dragon Knight.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
I guess the question is, you know, what's the perfect engagement for EHOME? To act hit the multiple hero call, I guess? But that's going to be a really tall order.
Yeah, it's cool into static stun, really.
But we saw how fast FY reacted to the last fight.
Yeah,
like,
FY's position has been absolutely on point.
But that's one of the bigger issues, right? Like, EHOME's lineup, they only have one real form of initiation. I suppose the Dragon Knight had Blink too, but you kind of need to, like, jump on the Wisp and the damage dealer at the same time. So either Mikasa or, I suppose, the End are the two best targets outside of that. But I think the Axe has to go on the Drow because you need the Blade Mail to be able to deal damage. Even with the BKB activated, obviously Blade Mail sort of like a phenomenon. With Roshan being such a short respawn, Vici are going to get it for free. There's no way that EHOME are going to get here in time. They're just trying to find some kind of farm out on the map while they know that most likely the Dire team is doing something like this. But they just can't stop it. It's too difficult.
VGR. Aegis on Mikasa. Manta Star now complete. From strength to strength. It's level 60 as well. Not that really matters too much at this point. And the line is drawn straight down the middle. At least that's the call from Old Lemmy. So this is what they're going to do. Indeed, he's bang on.
Can I just say how impressed I've been with Mikasa throughout this qualifier? Like,
he's had a few bad games.
Yeah, but
overall,
usually, like,
yeah, you can't take anything away from this guy.
He usually has bad games when any player I feel like doesn't have bad games.
I'm going to be able to take him down once, but immediately Yang jumping in. Dream call onto both Old Lanham and Nice Super loses 2, 4, 1 to 3, they need to start money kills. And swap down, they're still allowed to turn around, take down the Drow. Drow will get himself double kill. And looking for Old Chicken, BKB, silence puts up, chomping through the barrier one more time. But no, keeps himself alive. VGR, maybe struggling here, but it's fine. And the score is there, the burst is down. Okay, the defense is looking good. Well, I say that DK did get found out the back of it. So by all means, at the end of the road, it's the VGR. But they are losing heroes. Yeah. Ooh, okay, that's big. Alright.
That was a very solid defense. But honestly, that was the first time we've seen Vici actually get out of position. That was the 3-hit call. Yeah. There's no reason why the Drow... Yeah, the Drow should never be standing next to the IO. Like, ever. The whole purpose of having the IO and the Venge is to make sure you have two heroes sitting on the back line who can go for a defensive relocate whenever, you know, they decide to go aggressive. But that positioning allowed EHOME to defend. If they just go for the standard, have the Drow and the PA hitting on the towers on the, or not the tower, but the Raxes up on the high ground, you can split it, put one on the range, one on the melee, and have one save for each of them, then EHOME engaging becomes significantly harder. But because they all walk up into this kind of choke point, and maybe it would fit on Mikasa, like going the high ground really fast and trying to deal a little bit of damage, that they got too clumped up and get punished hard for it.
Does it make sense to just farm up for BKB, or what's the call really next for TA? He's got
BKB
a
is
fair
not.
bit of money.
It's not bad, I suppose. Stops
Yeah.
the timber damage, stops the disruptor damage. You can still get doomed, but blade mail is going to be an issue, I think, no matter what.
That's true.
So yeah, maybe BKB. I like it. If your idea is to end the game,
Yeah, it's a great game anyway.
yeah, then I think 10-second BKB would be solid.
VGR
Dire's top tower.
not looking too keen on going straight again for another play. They'll be happy just working out some of these next few items. Yang starting to build up the gold again. Silk Crest now finished by the bench. See what the next call is going to be. They're just going to head to top, start laying out. This getting a little bit too close on foot. As Mikasa sitting on the 3.5k, yet to spend it. So maybe indeed just look at for the 3.9 so he can pick up a straight out BKB. Dagon is actually going to be the pickup for Yang as he proceeds with his build.
And I suppose at this point, VTR might be feeling a little bit more cautious about just running into EHOME, because it doesn't take more than like 1 or 2 more fights like that to where EHOME could potentially bring themselves back into the game, because you're giving away a lot of net worth whenever you fail a push like that and you're losing like multiple heroes, especially against something like Doom. So I'm feeling right now that VGR, it could be a little bit before they decide to push it again. They do have the 10 on the TA, and ends BKB is still 8 seconds. So perhaps they feel like this is enough. But I feel like the safest thing to do is wait for another rush in.
Okay.
But I suppose they want to try to go. I mean, their lineup is technically stronger at this point in the game, so taking a fight isn't out of the question. It's just, it might be a needless risk.
Jump this one that time. That's going to be the west side of the fight. And Jack one now. Now, chicken. This for the setup. He needs to go to the back line. He's got to jump. He's being jumped though. The BKB was out in time, but he's got to be careful. Now, moving in as well with the end on the trigger. Counter into them, but the position, you've got to be careful. He needs to be dropped low. Still a forward and a K. The puck jumping in. Yang zaps down one. Now, one and seven. Another hold. Get the stun off once Yang will take down the pocket. Right back for two. Keeping Mikasa alive, though. Still looking good. Magic picks up the control. However, Mikasa comes in for the finishing touches. Now on side. He'll kill himself. VGR still found the fight that they've wanted. Unless the gamma pressure they can run it. No, back double on the 3 now, going on the edge on EHOME. Old Lano's there, but he himself needs to buy back for this hold. Or at least what he can do is tempt it. And a fortification provides them.
This might be like DK and Axis is dead for too long. Their initiators are both dead. And there's no disruptor ultimate and no Doom.
Dire's bottom
Yeah, he's just so careful. He's come a little bit too close for Cox, but oh, Lano's gone. That's a die back.
That's gotta be this game, right?
Yeah, GG's called by that. It was all too much for EHOME and VGR with quite a performance indeed.
Very impressive stuff. I mean,
Without
it's just bad, bro. He is just bad. It's not worth letting him through the draft. Just offers so much to VGR. I mean, I wouldn't even be okay with EHOME picking it themselves. Yeah. I just think that the hero, the way that the Chinese just run it, it's just constant aggression. VGR open up with the IO and the Dro. 2 games, they get 2 victories. They're not fixing Brook. EHOME have to adapt. They can't just continually let this through, because it seems like they play the lineup